Okay, and get started, I want, first of all, thank everyone for joining us today. This is the first in a series of webinars that we're going to be creating and hosting around the subject of human capital and hiring. Just a couple of quick housekeeping items. Once logged in, you should see my screen. It has the title of our webinar on it. If for any reason you need to access other applications in the next 30 minutes, you can just hover your mouse over the green tab and click return. And this is also how you can access the chat box. So if you need to get to that too. To be considerate of everyone's time, we are going to ask that you type any questions into the chat box, and we will address all questions at the end. So that you understand our expertise on the subject, I wanted to provide a brief overview of our background and our firm. Talent Solutions was created because of the challenges that financial advisors face with identifying, retaining, and managing their support staff. Your employees are the most valuable asset you have as an organization and as a business owner. Your success is certainly contingent on many factors, some personal, right? Your work ethic, your intelligence, communication skills, but without a solid team to support you at, sometimes these factors can mean very little. Therefore, it's definitely your ability to attract and hire top talent that can impact the success of your firm. And with more than 30 years of experience between myself and my partner, we have literally interviewed and hired thousands of professionals. We've been immersed in the financial services industry for the last 8 years, so we understand the specific challenges around licensing, regulatory, and client satisfaction. We are passionate about helping advisors make better hiring decisions. My goal today is to provide a couple of things that you can take away and implement, or at the very least, something that you can start thinking about. I want to cover today what's your current situation and clientele. What does your staff look like? What does your business look like in a perfect world, and what support structure does it take to get you there? I pretty much this all the time, a business owner myself. All right, well, assessing your current staff. The first step in the hiring process is to understand who you have working for you today. Is it a family member that maybe is only half invested? Is it a top-notch A player that you struggle to keep busy or happy? Or is it just you today and you're not sure what you would be comfortable delegating to someone else? You need to spend the time understanding where you are today so that you can figure out where you need to go. Staff. So who is your current staff and what skills do they have, and are they finding your weaknesses? The thing I have learned in my time in financial services is that no two advisors' offices are the same. There are advisors with $100 million in AUM that run their business alone, and then some advisors with the same amount of assets under management that have a team. The staff is personal. It's personal to you, it's personal to your clients, and it's certainly personal to your profits. And because of that, there is no hiring box that you can buy off the shelf. You have to really sit down and focus on what your business needs. And that there is a life cycle. There may be a time when you just need a nice person to answer phones and do some data entry. And then you need to help them progress or let them go. There may be a time when you need someone to visit with clients or do research and put plans together. And you may need to help them progress or go. I'm sure you see where I'm going with this. A quick story with you about an advisor, and I'll call him Jack. Jack is that gung-ho, total type A, goes after clients, can't stand to do paperwork type of advisor. He recently broke out from under a firm to go on his own. and he's very successful on the sales side and in obtaining new clients. However, Jack hired a new college graduate a couple of years back, and when he hired this person, he was very clear about what he wanted this person to do short term and what he wanted this person to grow into, with a junior advisor. In a couple of years, there have been literally 2 handfuls of conversations about that progression, or I say the lack of progression. And when I speak to Jack about why he still has this employee, he says things like Mike loves him, and I don't do the paperwork, and he knows operational stuff. And it's a story. Jack is wasting $50,000 per year on someone that is never going to help his business grow. Said, if that's the type of person that you want in your firm, then that's a wonderful decision. But Jack and others I've had conversations with problem understanding that the short-term struggle you may have to go through is worth so much more to your business than the long-term decision of hiring and keeping the wrong person. So really taking a look at your current staff. What is their skill set? Is it worth the $20, $30, $40, $100,000 per year that you're paying them? Do they care about your clients? Can them long term and offer a career path? Or do you even really want to? Next is assessing your clients' needs. Now, this is a really interesting consideration when you're looking to make operational hires, but it is an important one. Understanding your current clients and their needs can really help you to hire the right person. Client needs. How much attention do they need? How knowledgeable are you about them? Do you have a tracking device for the details? Are the clients you should see more or less? Is your client, right? Do they like to talk about nothing? Do they want to be remembered on holidays and on their birthday? Or on the flip side of the coin, is your clientele all ultra high net worth and you primarily are dealing with their assistants? High personality fit for your clients is as important as finding someone you can work with day to day. And on these 2 bullets, high fit for your clients becomes even more important. What if you hire someone that would help you see your clients more or less? They could act as your gatekeeper and protect your time. Or even better, what if you could find someone that could help uncover opportunities within your current client base? Once you have the client, it's about managing the relationship and no longer about the sales aspect. And that's a really qualified people out there that can do that. So I'm quite certain that there is nobody on this call that can be categorized as needy. But the definition of a successful hire, especially within a small business and to a business owner, is hiring the person that will relieve the workload from you so you can focus on what you do best, which is land new clients. So hiring for a new role, or are we upgrading current staff? We assess your needs and your clients' needs and what's getting done and what needs to be done there. It's time to determine which approach to take. Is there work that should be getting done with your current headcount, or is your staff working at a high-performing level, but there's too much work for them to do? This is a question that is often missed in the hiring process. Question managers and business people are afraid to answer. And so often, the immediate answer to a workload question is to hire more people. Instead of jumping to that conclusion, though, I would offer up a couple of ideas. First is rate staff. If you staff on a competency scale, one is one is not competent and 10 being highly competent. How many of your staff would grade 8, 9s, or 10s? Now, my experience in asking this question to managers is that not all staff are 8s, 9s, and 10s. Anything scale, anything below an 8 would be a C. Or it's difficult to operate a high-performing, customer-oriented business with C players. Do you feel like they're C? What clients are feeling? And the second thing is, as a business owner, your job is to maximize the return on investment in your business. I mean, if we're promising our clients, many studies have shown that the difference between someone operating at an A level and someone operating at a C level could be up to 40% difference. Or any individual doing less than A level work could costing up to 4% of your return on investment. At your current staff in this light, then you can decide if you need to add to your staff or merely upgrade your current staff. And that I hear often when I ask a business owner to rate their staff is, yes, so-and-so is a C player, but I feel they have what it takes to be A. However, the problem with this is, at what cost to your business? A player into an A takes a lot of time and energy. Energy that could be used to bring in more business. Harsh here, but financial advisors, I know, struggle with this. So it's important to talk about it. Whether it's optimism or it's your loyalty or you don't want to deal with it, keeping the C player around is bad for internal morale and it's bad for business. First, your A players see you dedicating more time, like in a rewarding fashion, to yours. And secondly, it's the message that you're going to accept C performance. Top 10 reasons that employees leave a company is that they feel the company is hiring top talent. And the whole idea is that it's hard to fly with eagles when you're surrounded by a bunch of turkeys. And the frustrations that you or other members of the team are experiencing, guess what? Your clients can feel that too. The message needs to be continually sent that you're is interested in being an A player in the market. And part of that message comes from staff. Too often, we look at employees and think, I can help this person. But some just can't. The best thing you can do is to admit your mistake, save your damage, and move on. Point of going out to make a new hire, you need to be certain that you need this workload, your strengths and weaknesses, your clients' needs, other staff if you have them, should give you a clear idea of what type of person you're looking for and what you hope to achieve with them. Options. You might only need someone for a short time to cover a busy period, or but part-time or casually. We are not coaches. We're hiring and human capital coaches, but I added this slide because these are the things that you need to be working towards or executing so that you can hire the right people. You need to have a business plan. You need to know where you're headed. Do you want more clients or less, or is your business going to change? If you try the right people enough out, the right person is going to get frustrated and leave. Having a plan is important so that you lay out to this new hire how they impact the plan, how they are impacting your business. And they will more. That's what everyone wants, right? So think about it like this: you earn $50,000 a year, and we'll just call it 10 hours per week. That's a conservative number. It should be that you could be reaching out to new business. Instead, that time and effort lands you 2 new clients per month, or a small client level of $100K of investable assets, and one at a larger level of $300K. Throughout the year, you're able to land one large client with $1 million. The pay you realize should be around the 90K mark, depending on your fee structure, of course. The person is paying for themselves because you're making more money by being there. This slide really says it all. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the number one reason why I think advisors should upgrade their staff. Management coach mentioned to me the other day that they had asked an advisor if they would ever pay someone $450 an hour to do entry. And of course, the advisor said, no way and never. And he had just been entering client files into his system. Most advisors, not all, but absolutely most advisors are exceptional at new client development, closing business, and relationship management. I feel that even if you are just starting to build a practice, have a part-time intern at $10 per hour to help with the clerical stuff is what you should be doing. If you hire quality staff that can manage the operations component, put investment plans together, do research, organize events, handle mailings, or any other administrative stuff, then your time is freed up to do the things you're really good at, which is landing new clients. And then your people pay for themselves. So we're there. No matter what the changes are that happen in your firm, immediately or in the future, you small business, capital is one of the largest expenses you will have. And the right human capital is one of the biggest drivers of success in firms. I understand why it can so easily be viewed as just an expense, but I would argue that that's because you need to hire the right person for the right moment of your business. If you have a wonderful receptionist who's all there on time, always answers the phones and gets you the right messages, but he or she have computer skills or they'll get a license, then maybe it's for an upgrade. Planner who you want to groom to become advisor, by sharing some of your key clients with them. They keep coming up with excuses as to why it's not the right time. Then maybe it's time for an upgrade. Similarly, as a business owner, I will hire an intern that's going to one day learn recruiting, that'll start to manage accounts, and that's going to one day learn the sales side. And maybe they're actually going to be the person that I sell my business to. And I view your businesses in the same way. You hire someone that you could bring on at a low level, teach them operations, help them to understand planning, help them learn marketing, get them in front of clients, help them close deals, and maybe that person will eventually be your succession plan. It is a perfect world, but at the very least, I think you should never have someone on your staff that you can't have a conversation with the consultant and say, this is value I get out of them being here. Amazing how $10,000 more dollars can easily make a $50,000 or more impact to your bottom line. I work with Rita to decide if you hire staff to just get by or staff that is really going to help your business grow. Not a decision is wrong, as long as it's the right one for you. When you're just doing what you've always done, or you don't know how to do anything differently, but it's not right. Very few situations when hiring the wrong person or holding on to them for too long is going to force you to shut your doors. But we're trying to help financial advisors understand that it does impact things in your direction. The hire can significantly impact the success and growth of an advisor's practice. everyone for joining us today. I'd like to open it up for questions now. So if you want to just hover over the green tab at the top, you can just go on the chat box and bring up the option to type in a message. So if you could please do that now, that'd be great. Please note on the screen the contact information listed for myself and my partner. We are always available to answer any additional questions that come up after your thought, or to have a conversation that's more specific to your business at any time. And I mentioned several times, we are passionate about helping advisors see the impact it has to their business growth and can be positive. And I really hope that there's some thought-provoking content here to help you understand where you are today and where you need to go next. So I just want to thank everyone. So a couple of questions rolling in here. So I think first, asking, so let's see. I have a family member that's working for me that was like a law situation, right, relative of an in-law, and they're just not really cutting it. How am I supposed to handle that? So, give me this right, Jeff. So, there's no way to answer that. I mean, the relationship is, it's more than any other. Right. But I guess if I were talking to an advisor and really providing my expertise in this specific situation, I would say you have to decide what is in this decision, whether you move forward and make the best of what you have, or whether you fullness to get to the next level. And the hope of their family, and that they're going to understand that the direction of the business is going away that does not include them. You're thankful for all that they've put in, however much time it is, but that your buyer is going to have some things that they have, and your business needs those things. I think it's just a real honest and sort of straightforward conversation. That those things become worse, those situations become worse. They're either not dealt with up front or not dealt with honestly, and that's where sort of the feelings come from. So my advice would be to, make a decision and handle it up front and honestly, and hopefully you can help that family member to, transition to their next career opportunity. So hopefully that. Okay, another question. I'm actually just going to go back a couple of slides because it's very specific to the slide, and they're basically saying that their numbers are nowhere near this, that they wouldn't land clients of this size. And I think what I just would want to say about that is that the point of this slide isn't the numbers so much specifically. It's more about understanding that highly viewed as an investment. If you have the right people, the caliber, that you are going to hopefully see growth in business and realize growth in your business that pays for the person that you've invested in. I mean, that's really what it's about, is that your people are an investment in your business, and you need to view it that way and stop looking at it as an expense. So that's really what that slide is about. So I hope that helps to sort of clarify. I think I have just a couple minutes here, so I just want to take one last question. This is in regards to job advertisements on Craigslist and Career Builder Monster, and no longer really getting qualified people. And do we have recommendations of where to look? So you won't do the sales pitch for my firm here, but I certainly want to make sure that everyone realizes that networking and doing some outreach to alternative resources. Tap your network. Go to the advisors that you know. Reach out to the resources that are available to you. Talk to recruiters in the market. Find out your local market and what it's doing and where the highlights are for hiring and how to get there. LinkedIn is an extremely powerful source, and more often than not, you can access individuals that way that are currently working and doing the job within another advisor's office. So I recommend having some conversations specific to people that are seeing the market and understanding it from a recruiting perspective, and then know that it is becoming more and more an employee market again, and so the market is tight, and you have to get a little bit more strategic about how you are sourcing, especially when you're talking about looking for the best talent out there. So hopefully that helps. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I want to be just aware of everyone's time here. So thank everybody for joining us. Certainly, if there are any specific questions that you have to your business or to any of the content that you saw here, I'd welcome a phone call or email via the contact information below. So thank you all so much. Bye-bye.